This is such a fun truck to drive. It looks so nice. Oh, it's so good. Okay, the Kyosho Mad Van. Finally, I get to run this thing off-road after owning it for months. And I tell you what, straight off the bat, I can tell you that this is running beautifully. There's no gyros, this is all stock on 2S. Those tyres are actually a lot better than I thought. Suspension is brilliant. Oh, I love how the little tyres are just bobbing up and down and the truck's staying fairly level. Tyres are fantastic. No complaints about tyres or handling. Power on 2S is plenty. This thing's amazing. Now I will do... No! No! Alright, we're all good. We're all good. We're okay. Now, what I was going to say was, I'm not here to destroy this truck. This isn't a durability test as such. I just want to show how this truck runs. I want to keep that body as clean as possible and without as much damage as possible, because I'm really enjoying driving this truck. It's one of the reasons why I bought it, is because I got to drive one for work, and when I drove it I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna get one of these, and I'm glad I got it. It has not disappointed. I never got to drive the one for work off-road because we did it kind of in the middle of winter, so everything was wet. And even the skate park video, you know what, I'll link it in the video description if you guys want to check it out, the video I did for work. But even this, like, we went to a skate park and even that had puddles and mud and stuff, or not mud, it had puddles of water and stuff, but that's why we didn't really go off-road. But man, this thing, it drives so good. I'm really surprised with the tyres. It's so nice. It is so nice. And I don't know if that colour of that van is coming through properly on camera, but in person with the sun gleaming on it, it's just beautiful. Such a beautiful truck. Oh yeah. Oh, so good. I love this thing. All right. Wow. Holy smokes. I was expecting to have no grip on here. Oh, please don't scratch my body. Oh, this thing drives so good. Oh, this thing drives so good. This is such a fun truck to drive. It looks so nice. Oh, it's so good. Man, okay, wow, I'm in love with this truck. You don't need more than 2S. I mean, yes, I know you can run 3S through these. It's pretty easy to do. But the box does say 2S, which means that the 3S is going to kind of overheat things a bit. I am absolutely amazed at how well these tyres are doing on this gravel. This truck handles so nice. This is one of the best 10-scale trucks that I have driven in a very long time. These tyres, can I just say this? You know, this kind of like Monster Jam kind of tyre with this V pattern. You know, these tyres are probably the best ready-to-run tyre I've seen in that pattern come across in all the years that I've been doing YouTube. These tyres are phenomenal. Like, I had them, I remember the Nitro Circus had a a version of those. They were horrible, had no grip. The JLB Cheetah had a version of those. They were horrible, had no grip. These things, I don't know what kind of fairy dust Kyosho sprinkled on these tires, but they are gripping beautifully on this gravel. What the hell? I mean, they're not the grippiest tire I've ever driven, don't get me wrong, like, but they are doing so well. Oof. Oh my god, I love this truck. Where'd it go? Where are you, baby? Where'd you go? Oh no, where's my truck? The void has taken it. Alright, I got it back. It's all good. It's all good. I had to travel to the quantum realm, but I did get my truck back. It's all good. Oh my god, this thing flies through the air. So nice. It drives so well around here. All stock. I haven't touched a single thing on this truck. All I've done is plug in a Genzace bashing, I think it's a 5500 2S. It is so well behaved. It has such nice linear power. And then when it flies through the air, it's just so gentle, it's such a sweet, sweet truck. And then it looks fantastic. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh god, I thought I was going to tumble it then. I don't want to wreck that body. I love that body. Oh my god. I can't convey how nice it is on camera. I cannot convey. And this is not a sponsored thing. Like, I paid for this truck. This is my own truck, and I am so glad I did. I mean, yes, the truck is not going to be to everyone's taste. It may not have all the power in the world that you want. You know, some people may not really like the box body on it at all. But man, it just drives so sweetly. Now, normally I would take this on bigger jumps and do big sends and see where, you know, where things start to fail. This isn't that type of truck. I said this from the beginning. I'm not here to do a durability test. I'm not here to kill this thing. I'm here to drive it, just to show you what it can be done with it within its limits, because I don't really want to kill it. Oh god. Oh, oh, it drives so good. I can't, it's just, look, I'm sorry. It's, oh man. Stock tires, stock truck, 2S. Kyosho knocked this one out of the park. Like, it is just brilliant. I mean, if you start abusing it, sure, you know, you might find weak points. Maybe you pop a shock cap, maybe you break A-arms, maybe you blow dips. But if you drive it sensibly like this and just have a bit of fun with it and just enjoy the truck, how it looks, how it drives. Oh my god. I don't want to kill it. I don't want to kill this truck. I don't want to do big sends with it. It's not meant for that. I got other cars that can do that. It is just a pleasure to throw around. If you were sitting on the fence on this truck, just please go get it. You will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. This truck is amazing. If you were convinced that you didn't want one, well, I can't convince you differently. You know, at the end of the day, everyone's going to be different. Everyone's going to want different things. Oh, it's so sweet. It's such a nice truck. And just on 2S, like, you don't need any more than this for a truck like this. I love this thing. One of my favorites, without a doubt. Not a basher king. Definitely not a basher king. I wouldn't put it in that category. I mean, I'm not prepared to risk the body and risk the truck. But as a driving machine, as an RC, you know, just enjoying the drive and just really appreciating what Kyosho have done, this thing wins all sorts of prizes. For me, it is just brilliant. Stock tires with that pattern, I was not convinced at all. If anybody told me in the unboxing that these tires were going to do well on gravel, I would have probably admitted you to a psych ward of some sort. But it just drives so good. Oh, it's so good. Nearly hit the witch's hat. Oh, got a bit of a kick up then. Almost stuffed it up. This thing is so good. Oh, stuffed that up a bit. It was going well, and I just tapped the throttle a bit too much. Oh man. I honestly, I cannot say enough good things about this truck. And look how quick it is too. I mean, that's full pace. Hello, beautiful. You're getting a little dirty. That's all right. I'll give you a buff when you get home. You'll be fine. It turns when you want to, it drifts when you want to. It is such a well-behaved, well-managed two-wheel drive. Look at that. I mean, I don't really want to push it, but it can take big jumps. Oh, where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. You know you're having fun if you can just sit there and do donuts with it. You know you're enjoying it. It's not frustrating to drive. It looks good. It drives good. It jumps good. It's got good speed. I mean, what more do you want? This thing's amazing. It may not be the cheapest thing out there, I'll admit that. This is not a cheap truck, but when you think about how it drives, when you think about how it looks and how it's set up and how you don't really need anything. It's not like, oh, you know, I gotta upgrade the shocks, oh, I gotta change tires, oh, you know, I gotta buy a wheelie bar, or you know, take it out of the box, plug a battery in and go. And look at it. I could drive this truck all day, honestly. This is my favorite 10 scale 4x4 little monster truck. This is now my favorite. 100%. I mean, I like the E5s. I like my T-Magic E5s as bashers. I love them to do big sends and have big power and all that kind of gear. It's fantastic for that. But for just driving and just really enjoying it and having a bit of a relaxing session driving this thing without stressing about, you know, grips and trying to do big sends and all this sort of stuff, it's just such a beautiful thing. Very little bad tendencies. I mean, the tyres are good, don't get me wrong, like you still have to use a little bit of finesse on the throttle. It's not like this thing is like super sticky to the ground, but for the type of tyre that it is, I cannot express how surprised I am. because I had no idea. I thought for sure I was going to need new tires, and it was, I think, one of the things that I mentioned in the unboxing, talking about how, you know, you could use different tires for this and what tires to get and all this sort of thing, because I was predicting that I was going to need new tires. Well, I take it back, you don't need new tires. This thing drives awesome. And this 5500 is going for a while, can I say. Whoa, oh, there it is! Oh, I had to push it too hard, damn it! Oh, you bastard. Oh. Scratch my body. It's always that first scratch, right? It's the first scratch that hurts the most. After that, it's like, no, well, it was already scratched. Well, big deal. Alright, let's see if we can do one more big one through here, and we'll wrap this up. Beautiful. Such a well-behaved vehicle, so nice to drive. Oops, there's a rut there. And it's got a little scratches on the body. No, nothing major though, nothing major. It was bound to happen. It was never going to stay 100% like that forever. But it lasted a long time. Man, this thing is nice. Alright, let's leave it here. I think I've gone on about this truck long enough. I think you get the idea. I'm absolutely in love with it. I hope that if any of you out there have got one, you're enjoying it as much as I am. But for now, I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give that thumbs up, a bit of a punch in the nuts. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you all next time.